Good morning, everyone. How are we on the beautiful sunny day today? I think it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I think it is. Okay, so always takes a minute to get this. Hey, Jane, hi. Always takes a minute to get this going, and I'm still having laptop. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Okay, I think we're good. So yeah, so that was really fun yesterday making the really fun yesterday. Yeah, it was so much fun yesterday. We had all kinds of little disasters, but anyway, I ended up making the beautiful plum chutney, which was super awesome, and so that turned out really good. It's yeah, it's perfect for dipping, like if you have samosas or I was putting it on toast. It tastes so good. It was really awesome. So I made a bunch of that. So we're gonna do smoothies today, and a couple other things, and I had a couple requests, and so okay, let's see. It's always yeah, it's always strange. The internet is always so strange. Okay. Anyways, we'll see what happens here. I'll just keep trying to make sure it goes. Okay, so we're going to start with celery, because celery is so good for you. And I'm going to use the Vitamix so I can put quite a bit in there. So we're going to do the celery, and we're going to do some kale and some avocados and things like that. So yeah, so Judy, hey, hi, oh good, my little things are working. My little things seem to be working. So we're going to do the celery. So celery is super important for arthritis. It has that natural source of sodium. It's not salt at all. It's like your tears, that salty fluid that goes through the body and works through your lymphatic system. And so the celery is just so vitally important for anything arthritic, any kind of pain or inflammation. It is really amazing. So we're going to put in a pretty good handful of celery here, and so we'll start with that, and then we're going to go with some cucumber as well. So the cucumber is really hydrating, has all kinds of you know what, I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it has C and all kinds of good, really refreshing antioxidant qualities. Sometimes I remember all the details and sometimes I don't. It all depends on the day. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to add cucumber in here too. The cucumber. You know what? I forgot the carrots. And I do want to add carrots because I think it's really important to get your beta carotene and your antioxidants. So I'm going to grab a couple because I got them from these guys. I got them from Naysguards, and they're just they're so beautiful. Like, these are super, whatever they do at Naysguards, that's a farm market that's local here. Whatever they do to their carrots to grow them this fantastic, it's just amazing. And actually, I have some that are probably about this big, but I'm saving them. I'm saving them in my garden for later because I want them to get big, and it just seems like it's just way too soon to be digging up the carrots. So yeah, so for the carrots, let's see. Oh, they've got K1 in them, full of antioxidants, and obviously everybody knows that carrots are good for your eyes. So yeah, so we're gonna put, I kind of want equal amounts of the celery, cucumber, and the carrots, so that might be one too many carrots. But anyways, yeah, so I had a few requests that I do. I post a lot of smoothies on my Facebook and my Instagram, but I don't post, I don't do a lot on here. And I usually don't do a lot on here because I feel like you guys have already seen me make a smoothie and it would just be boring, but I don't mind sharing if somebody wants me to do it again. And so I have some kale here, and I actually picked this last night, and so it's a little wilty, but that's okay. It's going to be just fine for the smoothie. So I'm going to add some kale. And of course the kale is one of the most nutrient dense foods on the planet. Everybody knows that. Everybody is pretty much aware of all the nutrition and benefits of kale. Obviously vitamin K, vitamin C, has all kinds of really great nutrition in the kale. And it also should really be, like, if you're going to eat kale in a salad, it needs to be either chopped super fine or chopped fairly fine, and then massaged with either olive oil or a natural sea salt or something to help break it down, because the cell walls really hold on to it, and we don't chew it well enough. If we chewed the way we're supposed to, then that would eliminate the problem. But we don't. Ideally, you're supposed to chew your food 27 times each bite. And so we don't tend to do that. And so we actually miss a lot of the nutrition, even if we're eating really healthy. And if we don't chew it well, then we don't absorb all the nutrients in the food. So that's like super important. Hey, Barb, hi, good morning. Yeah, so chewing your food does so many different things. You know, it starts the enzyme production from the saliva in your mouth. And so when you chew, it kind of, everything starts to send the enzymes and send the message down to your stomach to get ready for the food. And so it's pretty involved preparation. And hey, Darlene, hi, good morning. So, if you can, try to concentrate on at least chewing your food several times, maybe not 27, but try and get it ground down into where you're not swallowing it whole, and that will really improve what you're eating. If you're eating anything healthy, it needs to be broken down into a form that you can absorb. And so for people that really don't chew their food, or for people that have a stomach issues, digestive issues, indigestion, low energy, oh my gosh, anything and everything is so important to be able to absorb the tools that you need to heal. So your vitamins, minerals, amino acids, all those things that rebuild your cells. And also, like in the case of the celery and the cucumber specifically, they take away all the toxins. And so if we don't digest well to begin with in the stomach, then that creates a lot of toxic material that hasn't been broken down properly, which creates toxins going elsewhere, and then creating, that often creates inflammation in the body. It can create inflammation in the intestine, especially, if you guys have heard of leaky gut syndrome, that can create more inflammation and more allergies and more sensitivities to food, and sensitivities to airborne, irritants and toxins and things like that. So it's just super important to digest. And if you're not going to chew your food, which we don't, then we need it a little bit pre-broken down. And so the smoothie is amazing for that. It's great for energy, great for, it's almost like, depending on what's in your smoothie, it's almost like a blood transfusion. It really does have so much to do with how you feel and how your health is. And so if you're having where was I going? I know where I was going. If you're having problems digesting, a smoothie is a really good way to go, or you can slightly steam food too, but a smoothie is really good. It has all the fiber, It's different than juicing. I'm just going to put a couple apples in here. I was blessed to get these brand new apples. These are brand new, just born a couple months ago, and ready to go. These little translucents, and so, or transparent. Maybe they're translucent too. So anyways, yeah, so for you to be able to get the tools for your body to heal, it's really important to have the food pre-broken down, and then you'll absorb it better. So the blender pre-breaks it down. If you're using the blender and you're doing a smoothie, then you get the added benefit of all the fiber of the food, the whole food. You know, if you're juicing, that is different. If you're using a juicer, I think you can see it here. I have a juicer, and then you don't get the fiber. So the juicer is more for cleansing. Yeah, it's more therapeutic. The juicing is more therapeutic. The smoothies are more like a food supplement, blood transfusion, just all around good for you. So, oh, the enzymes. I was going to talk about the enzymes. So the enzymes are, I have spoken about them before, and you guys that are here all the time probably get tired of hearing this, but on the other hand, you might remember what I say if you hear it several times over. So the enzymes are anything that is a fruit or vegetable that deteriorates, like if you leave this apple out, it will start to turn brown, and it's the enzymes breaking it down and basically pre-digesting the apple, or, you know. So any fruits and vegetables will have their own enzymes, so they will break themselves down and help you to better absorb them. So that's all wonderful if we just ate raw fruits and vegetables, which not too many people do. I know Liz Forrest, a friend of mine, she is awesome. If you want to learn how to do raw food and do it beautifully and tasty and tastefully, Liz Forrest, her Instagram is raw, I think it's Raw Juicy Living. Like, she's totally on it. Like, she does the whole raw food thing. So, and that's awesome. And I especially like in the summer. See, these avocados, you never know. I kind of pre-cut it. They're never ready until they're too ready. And thanks, Darlene. Yeah, so that one's no good. That one goes in the compost. And then I did cut into, okay, so we have a good one. Surprise. Avocados are always such a lovely surprise. And you can put the pit in the smoothie too. It has all kinds of benefits. You know, I'm kind of thinking it has probably the same benefits as the avocado. I can't remember specifically what the, and all the fresh fruits and vegetables need to be pre-washed before you put them in the fridge, so everything is clean. But the avocados have the potassium. They actually have more potassium than a banana. And the omega-3s for sure. Everybody knows about healthy fats. And so they also have vitamin C and vitamin K. And I'm not sure about the C, but I know it's like a super concentration of everything an avocado has, and it's actually quite soft. So you can throw that into the, well, I could have thrown that into the into the smoothie, but now it's on the floor. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that made me choke up. Too funny. Okay. But you know what? I think this avocado seed will be just fine. I have another avocado. It's always good to have more than enough. Let's see if I can get this seed in here without throwing it on the floor. Okay, I'm going to shoot it this way. Pretend I'm doing hockey. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more because I really want to eat this later for lunch. And I kind of want to have it equal amounts for the avocado. So I'm going to have a little drink here. Clear my throat. It's such a nice day out there. Yeah, so I kind of want equal amounts, and so that's all the avocado that I want. Okay, so back to the enzymes. Yeah, so if you, this is a beet. We're gonna add beets. Good for you. Um, I just ordered 40 pounds of them. I ordered 40 pounds of beets, so I am going to be showing you guys how to do, it's a very, very well-kept secret recipe for years and years and years, but my uncle passed away, so I can share it now. Oh my God, it's an awesome recipe. It's like the best pickled beets you've ever tasted, ever. Anyways, okay, back to the fiber and the enzymes. Okay, I'm gonna put in half a beet here. I might cut that up smaller. Yeah, so your enzymes, any of your fruits and vegetables have their own enzymes in them, so they help to pre-break down, so they don't cause your body any work, is what I'm saying, what I'm getting distracted from. Because your body has its own enzymes, and the enzymes are kind of like little workers, little catalysts that run around. They do things. There's all kinds of different enzymes, but there are digestive enzymes, and some of the digestive enzymes are like sucrase for sugars, amylase for starches. I might have that backwards. Protease for proteins, cellulase for cellulose. Oh my gosh, what are the other ones? Anyway, all these different enzymes digest different, well, obviously the protease digests the protein, and so each one is there to do its job of breaking down that particular food. And if you're eating things with no enzymes, and that means anything cooked, anything that is cooked, the cooking kills the enzymes. And so if you're having digestive issues, it's a really good idea, and you're not eating fresh fruits and vegetables, it's a really good idea to add digestive enzymes in your diet when you eat. So you can buy digestive enzymes at the health food store, and they can be in a little capsule or tablet or whatever. And so they already have the digestive enzymes. And if you're going to buy one, I would get one that has all the different enzymes in it, like the protease, amylase, cellulase, lipase for fats. And so get one that's all around, because you can buy papaya enzymes, which are nice, and they're awesome. Papaya, and what's the other one? There's another popular one, pineapple or papaya enzymes, and they're helpful, but they're not strong enough for protein. If you're eating protein or meat or whatever, that kind of thing, then you need a more all around, right? So yeah, so they're helpful, but I would get a high powered enzyme, all around. There's another word for that, but one that has all the enzymes in it, I would get that. And that'll help you to digest. Like if you have any, issues with bloating or feeling not good, looking for the right word here that's politically correct. If you're not feeling good after you eat, then the enzymes will be really, really helpful, so that you won't have to want to take something like a Tums or a Rolaids or a antacid. So yeah, so the enzymes are really helpful. Okay, so I'm going to have you have a look at this. Okay, so we have, for the new people that came on, we have celery, we have cucumber, we have carrots, we have kale, we have a little bit of apple, we've got avocado, and we have beets. Okay, so going through that list there, it's not going to be quite as sweet as what some people, yes, complete digestive enzymes. It's not going to be as sweet as some people may like it. And I don't, to me, a fruit smoothie is fabulous, but to me it's a treat. It's more of a dessert, and this is a blood builder. So I had an old banana around here somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. He's like almost ready to be made into banana bread. Where is he? I'm sure I washed him. Oh, there he is. I washed all the fruit flies off of him. We're having fruit fly city around here. Yeah, he's a little overdone, but that's okay. Honestly, I don't like bananas like this because they are too sweet, and they are, this isn't the best way to eat them, because the sugar is too concentrated. but because we have so many vegetables and we want this to be, you know, palatable and enjoyable, and not just like a green drink that that you may not be as happy with. Because most people, I mean, let's face it, most people, when they think of a smoothie, they want to add a whole bunch of fruit and a whole bunch of yogurt and all these things that are great and fine. But I really, when I go for a smoothie, I go for a blood builder. I go for the energy. I go for cell rebuilding. I go for optimum health in that smoothie. And then I will make something less healthy later on as a treat, like a dessert smoothie. Anyways, okay, so I have some of these guys too. These are the cutest things. They're on a little vine. They're on a little vine around here. They're growing everywhere, and they're little tiny. They're like the tiny blackberries, but they're not. I don't really know what they're called. I'm trying to think, because I think I looked it up last year. I think they're called a creeping berry. Make sure you know what you're picking before you pick it. Never pick anything or eat anything or even touch anything unless you know for sure what it is. But I do know that these are edible, and so I'm going to add some of these guys because they're really cute and sweet. And I'm also going to add some of these beautiful, all fresh washed, beautiful blueberries from Avalon Farm, from Kathy at Avalon Farm here in Port Alberni. And oh my gosh, they have all the antioxidants and all of the yumness. They have all of the yumness. And I don't normally add this much fruit, but I'm going to do it just for you guys. You can add anything. The little plums that I made the plum chutney with yesterday. And, you know, that's more of a pain. You know what? Because it's got the little thing. I'm just going to eat this. That's too much work to put into a smoothie. You know, I'll put the peel in. But anyway, yeah, much better to just eat this straight up. Because by the time I squish it really is hanging on to the pit. And by the time I squish that pit out, it's going to be all gooey. So anyways, okay. So you can see that 3/4 of this is vegetables, and then an oversweet banana and just a little bit of fruit. I'm going to add my water. I don't add, you can, a lot of people want that creamy smoothie and they want to add yogurt and all kinds of stuff. You can add, or nut milk or something like that. But I really don't. But you can if you want it creamier. The avocado actually is going to make it creamier. So, oh, and I forgot to mention the beet again too. Okay, so I'm going to make noise here, you guys, and we'll see. My Vitamix is so old it always shoots things out the top. Okay, let's try this. It doesn't have the nice little slow dial up, but it does have a high and a low. So it works really good. And the nice thing about adding the beets is that it turns it a pretty pink. Because I had a comment on Facebook the other day that that whenever they add greens to their smoothie, it turns ugly brown, and unfortunately, it kind of does. So, yeah, the solution to that is to add beets or something red, but then often again, you mix yellows and oranges and greens together, it kind of does turn brown. So not as appetizing looking. So we're just going to pour this in here. And that's beautiful. Okay, so I could add, this is going to be more of a spooning smoothie, but if you want, you can just add more water. So I'll probably do that after. I don't mind spooning my smoothie. My husband likes to drink it out of a straw, so that's a good consistency for the straw too. So it really does have that kind of desserty smoothie texture. Cheers. You know, and it's not too sweet. Still, for anybody else, they would probably add a little more fruit. But you know what? It depends on what you're after. And if you're after good health, this is it. This is like totally the thing. Okay, so gonna make a spot here. Okay, and we're gonna have a little sip of water because I don't want a little coffee. Okay, so next thing, couple things. What time is it? Okay. Do you guys want me? I have two things on the list here. I might be able to do both. One is the salad dressing. I had a request for a salad dressing, and the other one is, well, I'm going to make both because, and if you guys need to go, then you can. Okay, let's do the salad dressing first. And yeah, okay. So we're going to do the salad dressing first, and we're going to put together, it's just as simple. They were asking for me to incorporate more salad dressings. So this is an easy one that I did years ago and have done. And I always have to use the thing that has the measurements that I can't see. 4 ounces. I can see a 4-ounce thing on here because this will make quite a bit. Okay, so this will make like a jar or whatever. If you have the fancy bottles, that's cool too. Okay, so that's olive oil, and that's like 4 ounces. We're going to add, because the apple cider vinegar is much stronger than the olive oil, so this is going to be intuitive. Actually, there's a little mark. There's a little mark on the other side of the bowl, and I don't know what it says, but it looks like the perfect amount for adding the apple cider vinegar. So I'm gonna guess that feels like about 1/4 cup. Just intuitively do what you want to do, and then you can taste it, and then you can add more sweetness or less sweetness or whatever. And so the maple syrup, again, as much as you want. I'm going to, I'm probably going to add, I think, about the same amount, maybe a little more, 1/4 cup. Let's go with that. And then if we need to tweak it, we can. So the other thing I'm going to add here is the Bragg's liquid aminos. And so that's going to give it more of an Oriental. So what we're making is like a sesame Oriental dressing. And this is quite strong. So this is going to be like, I'm going to guess at, do you guys want me to use a tablespoon? Okay, my tablespoon. Okay, so we're going to guess at this. We're going to go, and that's a large tablespoon. 1. We're going to 1.5, because you don't want it too Oriental, like overpowering with the soy sauce is what I'm trying to say. You don't want too much of that flavor. And I'm looking at the cayenne. I love adding cayenne, but I won't, because you guys probably won't want to do that. Okay, so sesame oil. This is a roasted sesame oil. Super, super strong. So this one goes by the drops. 6 drops. Okay, and then you can taste it if you want. So this is good just on its own. But what I would do, and what I will do, is to add a little bit of ginger to this, and so it would be a ginger powder. So I'm going to add a little bit, and I'd say, depends how much you guys like ginger. If you really like ginger, okay, let's see, get another little spoon here. Oh, that's a fork. I have no room here. I have no room. Okay, so I'm gonna go with a 1/3 of a teaspoon. How's that? Okay, so we'll do that. just so it isn't too overpowering. And it came out in a lump, so I just have to squish that little lump. And then you can just put this in a jar and put it over your salad. Make sure that you stir it though, right? Because the oil and the vinegar and all that stuff's going to separate. So you do have to stir it. So I'm just going to taste this and see. If you want, you can add salt and pepper. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, just enough of the sesame seed oil because some people around here don't like a lot of sesame seed oil. If it was me, I would add a couple more drops. Actually, I might add quite a few more drops. Not too sweet with the maple syrup. That was good. If you wanted to, you could add more. So again, just try it, taste it, and then add, right? I mean, it has enough of the Bragg's liquid aminos that gives the salty taste, right? Because it's like a fermented soy sauce kind of thing. It's a natural soy sauce alternative, and so so it has the salt already. So don't really need extra salt. You know, I always love adding cayenne, but that's really good. Put that over there. But I won't add cayenne. But what you guys might enjoy is some black pepper. You can do that too. And the other thing, what was the other thing? Oh, you know, I mean, if you wanted to add things like sprinkle it with sesame seeds, you know, start using some of the other really healthy things. If you use the raw sesame seeds, you can sprinkle that over top. You can use that Parmesan that we made, the plant-based Parmesan. You can use that. And oh, it's always good to add hemp hearts and stuff like that to your Oriental salad dressing. So what we're going to do is just put that in here. And if it's in a jar, whoops, if you spill it all over the place like I do, okay, if you put it in a jar, it's easier to shake. I'm just gonna wipe that off. I always have such a nice mess, you know, after you guys leave. I'm like, oh, look at all this stuff. Okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, put the lid on. Put the lid on. Okay, put the lid on. And just that way it's easy to give it a shake and sprinkle it over your salad. Especially right now, we have all these fantastic greens. And so you want something with all the little fresh baby salad greens right now. You don't really want a heavy dressing. And so, yeah, so thankfully the heat is here. And so we're moving into lighter things, at least speaking for myself. So yeah, so that's awesome. So that's one. And then, yeah, I'm gonna save the next plan for that for tomorrow. So the other thing I'm gonna do here is just super easy. You guys have seen me do it before. You know, it's no big deal. It's just something that I need to do for us, and so you might as well watch me do it. And it's, you know, super simple. I'm just looking for my stuff. Okay, so we're going to do a blueberry chocolate dessert. So we're going to add these blueberries and I don't know, that many of Kathy's wonderful Avalon blueberries. And you know, contemplating, like if you want this to be super healthy, you could add some of that avocado, and I think I will, but I won't for the other one because the other people around here don't like avocados. Okay, I'm gonna add some of the cocoa, and again, I need another clean spoon. Okay, so I'm gonna add like a tablespoon of cocoa and just make simply a super cocoa blueberry drink. I'm going to make this one without avocado and then put it in the different glass. Okay, so, and I'm remembering Sometimes my remembering is not so great, but I remember that we did put a little bit of water in here just to get it going. So, because otherwise it's not as, doesn't mix as well. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, was that all I was going to add? This would be really good with, oh my gosh, any fruit. Like we could put the plums in, we could put other berries in. I already used those other berries. We could put the apples in. So the blueberries are so good for you. And right now, Kathy is, because of the thing, right? Because of the COVID thing, it's been really hard for her to get woofers and to get people out there to pick the blueberries. And so this week will probably be like towards the end because they're getting, they come in stages, right? But for, you don't want them to get overripe, and they're just perfect right now for this week. And so if you want to go get some blueberries, she's got the U-Pick. If I remember correctly, I think it's like $3.75 a pound. And these are certified organic. Like, they're so certified organic that, you know, she's jumped through the hoops to get them properly inspected. And, you know, it's a big deal to be certified organic. And so I encourage you to go out there, and it's really hard right now because she doesn't really have that many pickers. So it's not as easy for her to sell them straight up. So if you can pick your own, it would be helpful because they're so beautiful right now. I went out and I got these guys. See, I should have added a little more blueberries to that. I wasn't really, didn't really do enough. Is that pretty? I have to try it. I'm going to try it with my avocado spoon because this one's not for me. Oh. Hey, guess what? I knew it. I was looking around the table. I knew I was missing something. It's not sweet. But I love dark chocolate. And with the blueberries, it has just a super nice bite to it, like the, I don't know, whatever it would be, 90% pure cocoa taste with a little bit of hint of that blueberry. So it's really super lovely. And this would be like total antioxidants. Like, this is so good for you. But for you guys, you would probably want probably just a teaspoon of maple syrup in here, or whatever sweetener that you want to use. And which reminds me, I'm going to make another one because I need to. But what reminds me, don't use white sugar. Please don't use white sugar. White sugar stuns, paralyzes, takes out of action the immune system. So if you are feeling any kind of off, any kind of, you know, oh, I might have a sore throat, any kind of, anything at all that you are not feeling well, do not eat white sugar because it will take you down. When you're sick, it will totally take you down. Doesn't feel like it at the time, but it is a big no-no if you're feeling sick to eat white sugar. You know, there's so many things that have sugar in them that you know, we get enough anyways. But don't deliberately eat a chocolate bar, like something that concentrated. I mean, if you were eating a muffin or something like that, it wouldn't be as concentrated. But you know, don't have a chocolate bar or you know, like a donut or something that's really concentrated in the sugar if you're sick, because it's yeah, you know, I've done that. You know, you kind of think, oh, you know, I don't feel that well or whatever, and then a couple hours later you're, you know, doing your thing, and then you're, you know, look at something, some snack that's there, or, you know, that's available, and you're like, oh, I should, and then I'll catch myself. I'll be like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You'll be sorry. And you know, honestly, over the years, I've learned that that has served me well to catch myself and to have the willpower to not do that and go to something that's more natural, you know, a little less sweet. So, okay, I'm going to do this avocado one with my little avocado spoon here. And drop it in there. Just drop the skin right in there. Yeah, so, you know, I honestly don't think that you would taste this. We'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow. We'll see if it's tasteable, if you can taste that avocado in there. Because, what did I make? Oh, I know what we made. The one thing we made that you couldn't taste the avocado, we made a couple weeks ago, was avocado flatbread. And that was, I mean, that had so much avocado in it, it was ridiculous, but you couldn't taste it at all. And then I made something the other day, and it was similar to this, and it was tasted. That avocado showed up, so let's see. That's interesting because I kept it on longer because I could see it dripping down, and I did forget to add water to this, which I often do. So we'll see if the blueberries mushed up. See if they got mushy. Okay, so yeah, that's quite like the it's a nice consistency. It's more of a pudding consistency. I'm just looking for my other dish here. Where's my other dish? Okay, there's my other dish. Okay, whoops. Dropped my little thing. Okay, so this has a really nice consistency, and I did do the maple syrup in here just a little bit. So yeah, so it all depends on what you want to do. One of the things I'm going to work with pretty quick here, I didn't do any wild plants today for you guys to share. We usually share some sort of herb or wild plant or something, but I want to look at the Oregon grapes and the Oregon grape plant, and then also the Oregon grape berries. And I haven't worked with them much before because they're quite mealy. You know, they've got stuff in it, probably pectin or something like that, but they're not like a real juicy berry, right? They're like a chewy, not really chewy, mealy, I guess is the word. Anyways, I'm going to work with that, and so we'll let you know how that turns out. And I get my other clean spoon here, give this one a try. It's awesome. It just adds that extra creaminess, as well as the omega-3s, the good fats, I mean the potassium. It just adds an extra boost. It's an extra superfood added to a really fantastic tasting dessert or snack. So anyways, yeah, so okay, we're running out of time. I've kept you here long enough, and so I will show you the rest tomorrow. We'll see you at 11, and have a really good day. Get out there and enjoy that sunshine. And yeah, that's good. That was fun. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Check out my Instagram and my YouTube, and share, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay.